And that's it. They're sent on their way. The best part of 3 miles this time for the KilbegganRaces.com handicap hurdle. And on the way to the first of a dozen flights of hurdles, Lily of Dramard is the first one to show up, with Moonlight Symphony also prominent as they go over the first. All over it okay. The back marker early here is Eat the Book, who's been anchored in rear by rider Simon Condon. They're all over the second okay, and there'd be a good 15 lengths at least first to last here, with the front trio just breaking away from the main pack at this stage, they being Lily of Dramard, sheepskin noseband on the inside, Darrow O'Keefe, the orange sleeves of Classic Concord, and wider of these is Moonlight Symphony. And then there's about 8 lengths back to Galley Flight, who's showing in fourth position as they go on to flight number 3. Lily of Dramard then rising about a half a length in front of Classic Concord, and they now move on by about 3 lengths to, in third place, Moonlight Symphony, with after these in fourth Owl Creek Bridge. Then we have A Different World, followed by Pale Blue Dot, Brugeen on the outside of Food Diligence in midfield, and after these Key Commander. On the inside is Mare Quimby, and then Robin Davida Star, and Monday's Irish Grand National hero Paddy O'Hanlon. Further back then to Noble Expression, and a few lengths break to Good World, and still at the back and a bit detached is Eat the Book. About to swing in on the first of 3 occasions, with Lily of Dramard the leader here to Classic Concord. Not much in it as they arrive at this next flight of hurdles, number 4. Lily of Dramard going on again by about a length to Classic Concord, and they're followed up to pass the winning post first time by Moonlight Symphony, running third on the inside of the improving Galley Flight, and then Owl Creek Bridge. A Different World on the outside of Pale Blue Dot, Red Jacket against the rail is Food Diligence. Then Brugeen in company with Key Commander, Robin Davida Star on the outside of Mare Quimby, and then we have Noble Expression, Good World, and a 4-length break to Eat the Book. On the way back to their starting point then, with still Lily of Dramard dictating here to Classic Concord, and then 2.5 lengths or so to find Moonlight Symphony in third as they come on to this next flight of hurdles, number 5. Lily of Dramard from Classic Concord, and then Moonlight Symphony jumping in third ahead of Owl Creek Bridge. There was a mistake there from Galley Flight, who's racing in fifth on the outside of Food Diligence, and then Pale Blue Dot as they take the next down the far side. And A Different World was a bit awkward that time. But up front, it's still Lily of Dramard to Classic Concord, and they've moved on about 3 clear once again to Moonlight Symphony running in third as they go into this right-hand turn. And we have Owl Creek Bridge, who's once again going into fourth on the inside of Galley Flight. Food Diligence next, just nudged along for a few strides there by Luke Dempsey as they come on to this next flight of hurdles. Watching them all take that one okay. Back marker remaining Eat the Book. So they continue on this long run that will bring them towards their next flight of hurdles, which will be number 8 of the 12. And there's been little change up front for some time now. Still it's Lily of Dramard on the inside of Classic Concord. They've kept company from an early stage, with back in third place Moonlight Symphony, and then Owl Creek Bridge. Luke Dempsey just again having to change his hands on Food Diligence, who's disputing fifth on the inside with Galley Flight. And then Key Commander, who's got a bit closer, spot the sheepskin noseband there. On the inside of Pale Blue Dot, A Different World. Mare Quimby on the inside, the big white face wide on the track is Brugeen as they come to the one that will be the last in a circuit's time, where there was a mistake towards the rear by Noble Expression, gathered up by jockey Martin Mooney. About to set off on their final circuit, Lily of Dramard still going toe-to-toe with Classic Concord. About 4 lengths back then to Moonlight Symphony, just being nudged along for a few strides. On the inside of Owl Creek Bridge, Galley Flight next, and then Key Commander is continuing to edge a bit closer on the outside of Food Diligence. Pale Blue Dot is also starting to move into contention with A Different World. The leaders just starting to pack up a touch now as they prepare to swing right-handed once again. At their point of departure, Lily of Dramard, Darrow O'Keefe, and Classic Concord Dylan Maxwell. Very little in it as they race on to this next flight of hurdles. 4 from home, with Moonlight Symphony about 3 lengths off them in third over that one. And they're tracked down the back straight for the final time by Galley Flight. Owl Creek Bridge is just losing a few positions there, and gone at that one. Galley Flight brought down Key Commander. A nasty incident there. Galley Flight a faller. And Key Commander also out of the race there. So they're about to swing right-handed. And a new leader, it's Classic Concord, who's gone on to Lily of Dramard, and then Moonlight Symphony. Pale Blue Dot is getting a bit closer than A Different World, and these are followed by Mare Quimby as they make their way on now towards 2 from the finish. And it's Classic Concord who slipped about 3 lengths clear of Pale Blue Dot. A Different World is improving. From the back of the field, Eat the Book has made very good headway to move into 4th. And they're followed by Mare Quimby. Good World's another one who's made good progress, and they've cleared away from the weakening Moonlight Symphony. Racing across now to the final quarter of a mile. It's Classic Concord, the leader. 2 in second place, driven along Pale Blue Dot. The white cap, A Different World. And round the outside, the spotted jacket of Eat the Book is still getting to them as they prepare to swing in. Classic Concord, A Different World, and Eat the Book. They're followed by Good World, and they've gone on now from Pale Blue Dot and Mare Quimby as they face up now for the final flight. A Different World in the centre. Eat the Book on the outside as they come to the last. A Different World from Eat the Book. Wide apart on the track. Back in third place is Good World, but it's on the far side, A Different World. Tackled now by Eat the Book, who's come right from the back of the field and is going to defy top weight. Great moment for jockey Simon Condon as well. Eat the Book is the winner from A Different World. Good World back in third. And then Classic Concord, who's come home in 4th in the end.
Well, Simon Condon joins me now after riding his first ever winner here in our 5th race of the afternoon on a horse he owns himself. Eat the Book for trainer David Dunn. Simon, many congratulations. You got some kick out of it.
I got some kick out of it, Kevin. Yeah, it was absolutely. I've been waiting a long time for it, you know. So it's been great, you know. And my dad bought this horse for me to ride, and he had great patience with the horse. And David done a great job training the horse, because the horse, he actually broke his elbow in Thurles. And the prognosis was very bad for him, and we were told to put him down more or less, you know. And but David said no, hold on to him. David put him in the box for a year and nursed him, and look what happened now, you know. It's brilliant. Oh, it's fantastic at my age, you know.
What age are you? I know you should never ask that question, but
I mean, I'll be next June. I'm 60.
Really?
Yeah. So you know, but now to be honest with you, I have to thank Warren O'Connor for a lot as well. I went down to Warren a few times, and you know, he got me fitness in order and technique and all that kind of stuff. So whatever way I was riding there today, I was riding worse years ago. Do you know what I mean? That's the way it is. So it was great. It's great for everyone.
And Simon, you've been doing this for years. You were riding out for Ted Walsh many years ago, the likes of Brendan Sheridan, Joe Pearce.
Yeah, with Brendan and Joe Pearce and all them guys. Yeah, and then I went to Fowler's with John Fowler for 10 years. You know, Dermot Fagan was down there, and you know, all the boys down there. And and then I'm with David now. Yeah, it's been great. It was a long time ago, Kevin.
And you were a nurse. Are you still a nurse?
I'm a healthcare assistant.
Healthcare assistant.
That's right, yeah. So the job I have, I kind of it gives me plenty of time off that I can ride 3 or 4 mornings a week, you know. So it suits riding out. Do you know the kind of way? So it's great, you know.
And talk us through the race from your perspective. You were last turning out past the stands with a circuit to go.
Yeah, I knew my lad would stay, but the ground on the inside, he was kind of half. He wasn't getting through it on the inside. He didn't like it at all. So he just got into the outside. But I knew the further he goes, the better. And I thought they were going a little bit fast in front. So but I knew my lad would keep going. I just let him get into rhythm and jump from hurdle to hurdle. And it worked out, thank God, you know. And that was it, you know. It was great.
What did it mean to you when you went by the line in front?
Oh my God, it was just amazing. It's you know, if I think too much about it, I get emotional. I'll probably get emotional tomorrow.
You can carry on getting emotional. You deserve to get emotional.
So it's hard to describe. Normally, a lot of point of points are rode in years ago. There's always horses in front of me, but being in front there, nothing behind you. Oh my God, I just got some buzz out of that. It was fantastic. It's hard to describe. Best thing ever.
Coming to the last, you were upsides Mark Walsh, one of the top jockeys in Ireland, of course. Were you confident you were going to get by him?
I was confident, yeah. Once I knew I got a good jump out of my lad, I knew I had this one, to be honest with you, because I knew he'd just keep going. He wasn't going to stop. The further he goes, the better he gets.
And how many rides is this you've had?
Oh, I don't know, Kevin. I suppose, I've done it over a long period of time since I was 19, so that's about riding a pint of pints and a few bumpers. Maybe 50 or something, I don't know. 50 or 60 maybe, I'm not sure. Something like that, you know.
And had you ridden a winner in a pint of pints?
No. My first ever.
Really? Brilliant. And how close have you got before today?
Finished third and placed on a horse before. That was it, you know. So it's been great.
It's a day you'll never forget. And you got some reception coming back in.
Yeah, I did. It was great, and I'm delighted for my dad, because he had bought the horse for me to ride, and and then given to David, and David done a great training job with him. And I like having my horse with David. David's a great trainer, and one thing about David Dunn is he's very kind to a horse, I think, and he trains them well, and he kind of trains on instinct too. He wouldn't have so many work a horse a certain day, and that he wouldn't do that. He just kind of knows he trains on instinct, knows by looking at when to work them, when not to work them, and that lad was a handful now to start when Martin O'Connor broke him, and I got a fair few falls off him in the early days. He done a lot of damage to me back, and broke me up a good few times. So it's great to have him the way he is now. Do you know what I mean? He's a grand horse to ride now.
He owed you that, so today.
He owed me fecking that all the broken bones. He did, yeah. So it's great.
Absolutely brilliant. And obviously, any immediate plans with him? He'll be kept going during the summer, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's kind of a good ground horse, so we will keep him going, and we'll pick our races, and that's what we'll do. So he doesn't like soft ground whatsoever, so keep him going during the summer wherever. David will have a plan for him now, and we'll tip along, so.
Well, Simon, many congratulations. It's a brilliant story. It's a dream come true, and hopefully you're going to win in this horse again.
Oh my God.
It's a day you're never going to forget.
I'm not going to forget this day, no, never.
Simon, well done.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Thank you.
Well done.
Thanks,
Fair
Kevin.
play to you.